Hello everyone and welcome to week 10 of my half marathon training plan. If you saw the last week's episode, you'll know at the end of that episode, which I've literally just recorded, I couldn't remember which week it was. I was all over the place. It was a very, very busy week. It was in fact week 9. I can confirm we're now in week 10. It is Wednesday the 11th. I haven't done anything as of yet, which is, part and parcel for this series at the moment. There's a lot going on. There's tons of stuff going on. Maybe I'll show you about it. I've got two big points here. Anyway, maybe I'll tell you about it as the week goes on. It's just work stuff and life stuff. It's quite a lot. First up this week is an 18 kilometre. I think that might change. Not the actual run. I'm going to do it at some point. Whether or not it's first up or not might change. But at the minute, that's the first run on the docket. I don't know when I'm going to do it. Probably Friday, if not Saturday. So maybe that will change. Anyway, week 10, we're getting closer to the half. I'm feeling confident overall. I know I can do it. It's just how well I'm going to do it is the question now at that point. My 16 kilometre last week was 4 hours 44, 44, 1 hour 44, 44, or 1 hour 47, 47. That's 3 minutes, I can't really remember. So yeah, I think at that pace it's going to be between a 2 and 2:15 half, which is fine. That's kind of what I was aiming at. I'd love to get a sub 2. I don't think it's going to happen. But 2:15 is kind of where I'm at the minute. That's my level. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, week 10, let's get on with it. Yeah, let's try everyone. Week 10, let's go. Brilliant. Today, Saturday, the 14th of March, day before Mother's Day, and I'm about to do the longest run ever in terms of what I've ever run and in terms of the plan. And it's an 18k, so I'm very nervous about it. I'll probably check in about 9-10k, roughly give or take. But yeah, I'm anticipating it'll be about 2 hours all in, so we'll see how it goes. 10k done in about 62 minutes, give or take, so just over the hour, which is fine. I'm at peace with that. I had to stop in Marks and Spencer's for some water, so I think if I would have kept going, I would have been under the hour, which I'm at peace with. Stop for a gel, stop for a minute. Near the Taskmaster house, I might try and grab a quick photo, and then we'll see if we can do the rest of the 8k, or less than 8k now, almost 7.5 by the time I've been walking this. So yeah, feeling good. Tired and over halfway. Let's see how the rest of the run does. I'm hoping I can do it in less than 2 hours, but if it's run about 2 hours, I'm fine with that as well. But 10k done. I done it. I'm back home. I finished roughly near home, and I was so hungry and so crampy that I couldn't wait just to get in the house. I get in, took my top off. It was over the moon that my nipple tape stayed on, and I realised I hadn't recorded the outro, so I'm home. Feeling good, I'm feeling happy. I think it was 1:54:52 all in, which is nice. I was so hungry towards the end, honestly, which made me really hurt and cramp towards the end, which slowed me right down, and my calves were really sore as well. So I think if I carb load better before the run and stretch a bit better, then the actual half should be fine. Not fine, tough, but I should be able to do it is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, feeling pretty good. If I do that and keep that rough pace, then I should finish the half in about 2:15, which is where I want to be, which I'm aiming for. Sub 2 would be delightful, but I'm never going to do it. Stretch goal, mad stretch goal, never going to happen. But anywhere between 2 and 2:15, I'd be happy with. But run done. I don't think I'm going to do any more runs this week, but I'm going to have something to eat. I'm so hungry, and then I'll do an outro at some point towards the end. But run done, 18k in the bag. So we are at the end of week 10, and like last week, I was only able to do the one run this week, but granted, it was the biggest run not only that I've ever done, but the biggest run of the plan so far, and it will be of the plan. We're kind of going back downhill a little bit here. There's some work going on in the building beside me. Apologies if you can hear that. I'll try and make it quick. But we're at the end of week 10, everyone, and I've kind of came to accept that I don't think I'm going to be able to do all my runs between now and the end of the plan, but I am feeling confident that I will be able to actually finish the half, but probably not as efficient as I could have done or would be able to do. I don't know, we'll wait and see, and this might sound so silly and so obvious and so stupid, but I never considered how long the runs would take me as part of the plan. So again, Saturday just gone, and the Saturday before I done a 16 and an 18 in sequential order. And the 16 took me like 147.47, and then the 18 took me 150 something, nearly 2. That's a long time to be running and going out and about and all that sort of stuff as well. And it's just quite a lot of time in the day. So I don't really have time to do it during the week. I don't really have time to nip out for a quick, 5 to 10k on my lunch hour or before I start work or even after work due to like other social commitments. So I kind of need to relegate it to the weekend. And then by the time the weekend comes, it's quite hard to squeeze in as it is. And then that kind of just puts the rest of the weekend in terms of exercise and whatnot kind of out to pasture a little bit. So again, it could be quite obvious. It's probably something that I should have thought about going into this, but it's kind of made me think, well, okay, I can do this big run, and that's probably the most important thing to do because I need to increase my distance, and then it's going to be more fun, and it's going to be more, engaging that way for me, and it's going to be more beneficial to me. But at the same time, it's probably going to put the rest of my time slightly out of whack and not allow me enough time to do anything else in terms of the plan. So pros and cons, which is fine, and it's made me think that I'm probably not going to be able to do all the runs moving forward. Maybe, you never know, because like I said, the 18's a peak in terms of distance. As we move into this week, next week, and any week of the run, or the actual half, it gets shorter and shorter. So this week I've got a 16, which is still quite a long time, probably like another 145. So again, that puts me in the same dilemma, the same problem. I don't know, I'm going to need to wing it and see what happens, and then see if I can squeeze in any additional runs in between now and the end of the actual training plan. Again, I'm quite confident that I'm going to be able to finish it, but would it be as efficient as if I could do all the runs? Definitely not, obviously not. So we'll see how it goes. It's good learning to take forward. It's, something to think about for the next run that I do, whether that's in another half or more or less or whatever it's going to be. It's really interesting. That's not to say that I don't think the plan is good. I think the plan is excellent and I'm really, really loving it so far. But yeah, that's kind of my dilemma so far. But yeah, I've done an 18k. It is the longest run that I have done by a mile. Over 10 miles, which is actually quite fun, and it was tough, it was really hard, my legs were really, really sore by the end of it. Again, like I might have mentioned in a previous clip, I never ate properly, I never fueled properly, so I think for the last 2 kilometres of the run, I was both really hungry, like honestly I was so hungry that I was starving, and it was really hard to run on an empty stomach. And then my legs were sore, so I had to stop a little bit, and then it was hard to get going again. So those last 2-3 kilometres of the 18k were tough. So I need to keep that in mind moving forward, especially on the day of the run. I need to carb load properly the day before. I need to make sure that I'm eating properly before I actually do the run, which I always going to do. Every run that I've done so far, the 10k proper event, I made sure that I'd done all those things and it was absolutely fine. So I just need to make sure that I stick to that regime and that plan, and I should be fine moving forward. But anyway, thank you for watching so far. If you're new here, you're more than welcome to subscribe. You can drop a like down below, follow me in all the appropriate links. Anything that I think is relevant or that you might be interested in will be linked down below. Check it out if you want, you don't have to, it's entirely up to you. And yeah, that's it for me. I'm sure it's the end of week 10. I've been getting my weeks all mixed up. I'm way behind on editing, so I don't know when you're going to see this. You might get a big flurry of videos over the next couple of days that are going to catch up over the last few weeks. Probably going to be the case, and a couple of short forms as well. But yeah, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling confident as we move into week 11. So yeah, thank you for watching thus far. Let me know how you're getting on with your running journey. I've got a few things I want to do next week as we get into the final stretch of the training plan. But you need to find out, or you need to watch next week's vlog to find out about that. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time for more fun running content. See you later.